Yes, it's really me, it's Shiro. Breathe it in. What can I say except you're welcome for the guardian of the sky.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Hey everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to our Summer Spotlight podcast.
Today we're covering the adventurous Disney movie, Moana.
In the splash of a summer movie, Moana sets out on a daring mission to save her people. During her journey, Moana meets the once mighty demigod Maui, who guides her on her quest. Together they sail across the open ocean on an action-packed voyage, encountering enormous monsters and impossible odds.
Yes.
And fun.
Yes, absolutely fun. Now this one kind of is at a weird standpoint for a lot of people. It's not like, it wasn't a craze like Frozen, but it's not the worst thing or trash. It was sort of did like a sort of met in the middle. It does all the Disney tropes, but you seem to be fine with it. Still does something different, but it doesn't hammer in that it's different. So it was kind of like one of those, I guess more of aware movies compared to the other ones they've had that have been huge box office hits.
Now we have to mention, of course, you heard our wonderful version by Josh Keaton of his parody.
Yeah,
of the
you're
Moana.
welcome.
You're welcome.
Yes.
But originally there was controversy over Dwayne Johnson originally singing his song. Personally, I didn't see the problem. I thought he sounded great, but hey, we're rock fans. I didn't think he was terrible at all. He sounded really, really nice, and we didn't understand what the controversy is about. Well, clearly we couldn't use that version of the song, or we have a copyright from Disney and so forth. So we used the version done by Mama's favorite voice actor, Josh Keaton,
Yes.
to satisfy that.
Yes. And we still love Ultra Season 8. Back off!
So, as I said, this movie was fun and absolutely beautifully animated. The colors were just so vibrant, and how they were depicting the different elements of the movie, like when the mountains and things became anthropomorphic. That was pretty great.
Yeah, they had really, really great animation. And just being on the ocean, you had the lush plant life on the island, and then most of the time it took place on the ocean. They only landed somewhere once or twice. So most of the time you're just looking at the water, but they had the water be very expressive. It was pretty much alive when it came to Moana, I guess because she had that connection with it.
Right.
It literally came to life.
Yes. And they had some great voice acting talent besides Dwayne Johnson, and one music star, Nicole Scherzinger, who used to be a part of the Pussycat Dolls.
And they had, what's her name again? Allura. Thank you. And she became a pretty big star after the movie because they really liked how she portrayed Moana, and she did all of the songs when the character sang.
Mm-hmm. And you had Alan Tudyk, of course,
as the the rooster that did nothing but go ah ah. And you kind of thought that pig was supposed to be her sidekick, and then it got switched to the rooster, so we don't know what happened there.
And from what we understood, a lot of the people reprised the roles when they did the Maori language version of the movie, including Jermaine Clement, Nicole Scherzinger, and
I think that's it.
Carvalho.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true for the Hawaiian language. Yeah.
And also Rachel House, who played her mom. Who played Tui's mom. But unfortunately, they didn't use Dwayne Johnson.
No, they got someone. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we're not sure who did it in another language. Maybe they're just not credited or major stars, so they didn't get credited in their listings.
And maybe he didn't have enough time. I don't know. We really haven't read up to see was there any more controversy regarding him.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. We know some other stuff happened concerning the costumes for kids and stuff, but we really didn't see the big deal about it. We still enjoyed the movie and everything. We thought everything was fine.
Right, and not to seem insensitive, we really don't know as much as we said as far as details. So for those of you who did find those things to not sit well for you, we empathize, and you have every right in the world to feel the way that you do.
Right.
But we thought the movie was really fun, and it was a story, of course, that really wasn't well known in the United States.
Right.
And it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun, and I think Dwayne Johnson was the perfect voice actor for the demigod because he's just this real fun, joyous person
Right.
in regular life, and he brings that through every role that he does. It comes through. It's very genuine.
Yes.
And making that character likable and using his voice was easily done by him voicing the character.
Right. And
Now, was this Carvalho's first role?
if not, it was probably her first major role.
Okay.
Because after this, because everyone was singing the song from there, including You're Welcome. No matter what the contract was for Dwayne Johnson, they still liked singing all the movies.
And she did really well too. She was really good as the main character. Yeah, I liked her. I really liked her voice. It fit really well. All the emotion came through. So that's why I was asking, was it her first role? Because she did really, really well.
Okay, I think she was in an NBC drama. It was called Rise.
Okay, so
she was a television debut.
Experience.
Yeah, but her acting debut, if a singer, was for Moana.
Okay, she did great. Everything that was supposed to come through in the voice of the character, having the emotions and everything, she did fantastic.
Right. Plus, we also had Jermaine Clement as Tamatoa, which was probably the weirdest part of the movie. And to me, that was the most interesting part to me, because it actually had a little bit of backstory or plot, because we knew what her goal was to, save her people. But it seemed like the movie started off a little slow. I mean, you had to learn about Moana and her people and stuff. There were a lot of details and stuff taken out of the movie, like she had a big family, and then they reduced it to just the mom and dad and the grandma, and then it just became the mom and the dad. And when we watched it, we were kind of waiting for the adventure to start. We had to get a lot of backstory and a lot of story for her to finally go out there and then do it. And then the Maui came in and started to pick up. Then when they had the scene with the Shiny song, which was probably my favorite song in the movie next to You're Welcome. And yeah, it definitely got weird, but interestingly enough, it became a plot point when you found out what was Maui's intentions.
Now, what's interesting about this is, for some reason, Disney would not divulge the exact amount they used to produce the movie. So it's been estimated between 150 to 175 million, but it grossed really well at the box office, making over $643 million.
Exactly.
So even with all the controversy, people finding things that they wish had been done differently, it did really, really well. It was a testament to not only the story itself being interesting, but the great job that the actors did themselves.
Right. And, so compared to the other Disney movies or the Disney princess movies, it still stands out. It follows the pattern of, going on an adventure to save the world or something. That, of course. And it does have kind of a good twist at some point. I didn't even reveal what it is. But that does fall into the point where Disney has started doing these twists on the movie. Like, near the end, someone comes out, oh, he's or she's the villain. And it's like, really? You just got used to this person like this, and all of a sudden, now they're this person at the snap of a finger. So it's a little weird that Disney has now chosen to do plot twist villains when it's only worked twice. But still, the movie was enjoyable.
And Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 95%, which is rare for them. So critically, it was acclaimed, even if some people were not pleased with the product.
Right.
And also, it was another shout out to Disney having multicultural women be leads of the movies. And we hadn't had one that was of Polynesian descent since Lilo and Stitch.
Right.
So this was great because she was a real little girl version with the aliens, and it was a totally different character from the one portrayed in this one. She's older, and it's more based on what would be a real life situation with family and so forth.
Yeah, more like that.
I would say a family movie versus Lilo and Stitch. Her sister was rearing her because the parents were gone, but in this one she had the parents and the grandparents and so forth. There was that Ohana thing that was actually present, whereas in Lilo and Stitch you had Ohana, but it was because they had found to make their family, which was great. So it was just, I liked that it was a different movie. It wasn't like Lilo and Stitch older. It was totally different.
Yeah, because people said, "God, you're kind of tired of Lilo and Stitch now. Let's move on to something else." Disney still doesn't let that go because they keep rebooting Stitch with some other little girl.
It was a great movie. I mean, it was really fantastic, and At that time, it was the first animated movie that had been made about Polynesians, anyone of Polynesian descent ever.
Yeah.
So it was great. It's a first that shouldn't be forgotten.
Yes, that's
And
true.
I'm really glad they did a follow-up with this one. And again, it was different. It wasn't just, okay, let's just repurpose Lilo and Stitch. They did something totally different.
Exactly.
Beautiful animation, great voice acting, fun songs,
Yes.
and critically acclaimed.
Yes.
Can't
And
do
we
better
see her,
than
of
that.
course, in Wreck-It Ralph too, with the other Disney princesses, so you know it's official.
Yes.
So,
Which is why we started off the month of June
With
for our
summer.
summer with Moana, the perfect summer movie.
yes.
So if you've seen this movie, tell us how much you loved in the comments below. What were your favorite parts? And do you think there'll be a sequel made for this movie as you get your summer groove on?
Yes. And if you haven't seen it, we highly recommend it for fun, especially on Netflix or YouTube, or to purchase the DVD.
Yes.
So thank you so much for watching, and tune in for what we have in store for you this summer. I'm Masco Entertainment.
Now, Mom Entertainment.
Have a toontastic day.
And have an awesome summer.
Yay!
Party on, dude.
Hey, it's okay, you're welcome. Welcome to think of it, I gotta go. Hey, it's your day to say you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And thank you.
And reporters sitting flashing lights, trying to walk around, man, who the hell are you? What you wanna do? Well, man, it's on you. Man, it's on you. With her in my dreams, she was my queen. A castle in the mountaintops, rivers and streams. Plucking sunlight from the sky in my pocket. Give it to you later on in the form of a locket.